Is this thing on?
Welcome back to another episode of Spooled Life Live. I'm your guest, Ram Garcia, right? Because this is not the Ram Garcia show, guys. This is fixing to be my guest's show today, right? We're going to be real, we're going to be raw, and we're going to be live, right? If y'all are visiting Corpus Christi, there's no better time to visit Corpus Christi. We are in full-blown spring break mode. Good luck finding a parking spot at JP Luby, right? Don't even bother trying to go down a Bob Hall Pier and try to fish if y'all are from out of town, right? And make damn sure that you have a parking pass.
Or don't.
Or risk it, right? I mean, you could always say that car is not yours, right? If y'all are cruising down, it's a little windy. You know, it's not too, but it's a little, it's like 1-2 windy out there, right?
Bit.
Sunny, right? Is it a board short weather, or are you going to keep your shirt on?
The shirts never stay on,
right?
Ram.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go hard, go hard.
Yeah. This should be like the spring break episode. I mean, after 2 Karbachs, if my shirt ain't coming off, dude,
Take it off.
I mean, hey guys, we got to boost these ratings any way we can. All right. I don't know who's watching, but guess what? Today's y'all's lucky day. Let's drink to spring break and duck hunting.
There we go.
Here's to all y'all spring breakers and duck hunters. Y'all can't wait to get that shotgun out of the closet. Oh, yeah. Nice and cold, man. What are we drinking today? So my guest is white. So we're drinking the blonde Love Street today. Karbach, made in Texas. Recycled, right? Y'all spring breakers, don't be leaving y'all's trash out there, right? Just clean it up. Take more. What's the saying? Take more than you bring, or something like that. Right?
Did you just say we're drinking this because your guest is white?
Yeah. When you were coming up the stairs, I was just seeing like sunshine coming up there, man. We didn't even need to turn on the lights over here at the Roy's Bait and Tackle Fly Shop. So all we're drinking today is blonde.
I like it.
Right?
I like it.
Here you go. Let's drink to this. Yeah, let's drink to that.
We'll drink to that.
It's a blondness.
It's gonna be one of those shows where who knows what's going on.
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to my headline sponsors, Roy's Bait and Tackle. Right? Our number ones are keeping us here, keeping us nice and fresh inside the AC, not getting beat down by the sun rays outside or all the sand blowing all over your fajitas out there. And while y'all are having such a good time on spring break and drinking a whole bunch and having all sorts of fun playing volleyball and football and throwing dead shrimp out in the water and catching a bunch of fish and having a bunch of fun and stuff. Sarge Custom Rods, AFTCO, Marshwear Clothing, Down South Lures, Tow Corpus Christi. I guarantee you they're going to be busy today.
Oh, yeah.
With all of the spring breakers out. How long is spring break? A couple weeks? Everybody takes their own turn, right?
I think it's a week.
A week?
But depending on where you are in the state.
Oh, yeah.
Starts next week. And maybe
where's the happening spot for spring break?
I think that was 1998 Coca-Cola Beach.
Coca-Cola Beach?
Yeah, down in South Padre.
Oh, yeah. What was the guy's name on MTV that would come out? Somebody put the guy's name.
I'm poor, man. I don't got kids.
Right. We only had 3, 6, and 10, and sometimes 47, depending on which direction the wind was blowing. Tow Corpus Christi, Karbach Brewery, and New Canoe. Carson Daly was the guy's name. And Austin Matthews, man. That dude is on point every time, on time.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Austin Matthews just said Carson Daly. That guy will win. There's a 99% chance that he's going to win our prize package that we give away today.
He wins everything.
Yeah.
He used to win everything years ago on Tackle Talk Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, you see, that's so you do know who he is.
I do.
Now,
know.
when I said win, you knew exactly who I was
Yeah.
talking about, right?
I mean, he's a winner.
Yeah. He's part of the winner, sir.
That's right.
Congratulations. Right. Send me your address and I'll send you today's prize package, right? I'm just kidding. Let's try our hardest to make Austin Matthews not win today. Guys, I have a hell of a show. Not only is it spring break, right? Not only is duck season over, right? Not only would you pick up the phone and cruise around either on a kayak or boat,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not only does he like micheladas, I got the amazing, the wonderful, the handsome Mr. Matt Murphy in the house. Thank you so much, man, for coming in, bro.
I appreciate.
This was
you
like a
having me
long
here.
time coming for us, right? I mean, we've been talking about this for years. You know, I know you were one of the first ones that I contacted about Spooled Life Live. You remember that conversation?
I do. Hey, Matt, I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Do it.
What do I need to do?
Just do it.
Yeah, just do
I
it.
think I used a few choice words, cuss words in there too, but I'm going to try to stay clean because we've got a lot of
Yeah,
kids
it's
running
Lent.
around in here. It
For
is.
Lent.
Is it still Lent?
Well, every Friday, I think it's Lent.
I know, but it's Sunday.
And then Good Friday. But every day up to Good Friday.
You Catholic?
Yeah, I'm full blown Catholic, dude.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Confirmation, all that good stuff.
All of it, dude.
Dang.
Even got married through the church and
Would have
everything.
liked you.
Hell yeah.
It's Sunday. That's all we got to talk about.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to Jesus.
Jesus.
Man, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Who in the hell is Matt Murphy?
You know, kind of just a simple guy.
I like that. All right, guys. Well, it's been a hell of a show. Thank y'all so much. Austin Matthews, I'm going to send you that prize.
No, so I'm originally from San Antonio, Ram. But we would come down here to the coast as much as I could
Right.
to where I really, really fell in love with the lifestyle down here. You know, you're talking about spring break. Some people get 1 week to take their shirt off and go crazy.
Oh.
But you don't have to vacation to a place if you move there. So a couple years ago, we packed up, moved down here to Rockport, Texas, and I've loved it down here ever since. So fishing, hunting, anything that has to do with salt in the air, I am infatuated.
But
with.
that was at the showing up to Rockport, or you were already doing it just every now and then?
No, it was so basically I'd be down here Wednesday through Sunday every week.
Oh wow.
And it just saved me more money to move down here.
Yeah.
So
a lot of the guys from San Antonio do that.
I know.
Right? Why not just move?
That's done.
Yeah.
We did it. So I mean, it's funny. People vacation here and folks that live here vacation San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
So, I think it's the best move that I ever made in my life.
Yeah. I like to go to San Antonio, man.
Why?
For the fiesta days. I like conjunto music. You know?
Can you dance?
See, Rockport has got a bunch of country music.
No.
Do they?
I'm the one that showed up with the Modelo earlier, and you.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even want to drink that.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all, man.
You said I'm strictly Karbach.
Matt Murphy showed up with a Modelo Michelada, and that thing was like a slab of fajitas. You know, I called my wife and I said, "Hey, forget about lunch. I just had it. I just had a slab of fajitas, a side of refried beans,
and some raw au jus steak sauce.
Yeah, and some Spanish rice. Orange though, not even red like the good one. It was like the orange kind, like with peas in it.
Ooh,
yeah,
corn.
Yeah, like just a full blown corn. like with the husks.
That's what you should send Austin Matthews, like a can of corn.
Yeah. Good luck. Right? Like not even put it together, just a gallon of corn, like with a mayonnaise
With mayonnaise.
and like Parmesan cheese,
Hmm.
cayenne pepper.
What are we?
I'm
talking.
hungry, dude.
Do people watch this show?
Dude, there's about right now we're up to 47 viewers.
No kidding.
So let's get to the good stuff, man. Everybody's like, what in the heck is going on over here?
That's how this show's gonna be. It's just gonna be complete randomness.
Right. So when I started in the industry, man, 15 years ago, right around there, you were already here. You were already, I wouldn't say maybe sponsorships. I don't even think there was any at the time, but there was more pro staff. At the time, pro staff meant something
Oh yeah.
to the anglers. So before that, venturing off into the pro staff, you're looking and you're saying, man, I want to do this shit too. Who were the guys you looked up to? Or was it just one day you wanted to do it?
No, I don't think. So I've never been really big of watching YouTube videos
Right.
of people. I liked winning, and I liked not necessarily competing against other people. I think in fishing, you're more competing against yourself,
Mm.
right? And then when you find like-minded people that are willing to put money on the table in some of these tournaments where you and I met, it makes it even better, right? So I'm competing against myself, and I just happen to be able to win a few of them.
Yeah.
But you enter a bunch of them and you lose a bunch of them, but
Yeah.
people remember when you win too. So
Losing's part of it.
losing's educational. I think.
Do you think the losing is bigger than winning?
Like, do you learn more from losing than
No,
winning?
not yourself, but the people you're following.
I think
Because some people are big just showing up.
well, first you got to show up anyways, right? If
Right.
you're showing up, that's not going to happen. I think losing keeps you humble.
Oh yeah. I like that word.
And when you have something like this, you're still a normal fisherman, regardless of spooled on your hat and all that fancy AFTCO
Right.
stuff that you
Starched
wear.
up shirts.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it allows you to connect with your audience by showing up and not being a Chris Castro that wins everything.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You're showing up like you're Britney Spears.
We're just showing up.
Yeah.
That's everything. Show up, be there, win, lose. You're only going to win a bunch if you lose a bunch.
Some of the small tournaments that you and I fished together, I remember clearly you telling me that you didn't do it for the likes.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I think you got to do it for the right reason, right? And if we're talking about fishing tournaments, it's not for all of this, right? It's not the superficial putting something on the internet and getting likes that makes you who you are, right?
Yeah.
This is a blanket that you can conceal maybe who you are as a person. No one shares all the bad stuff on here, right?
They only want you to see what they want you to see.
The crappy days. It either has to be really shitty or really good, and you're going to get likes in between. And I think most people have too many of those middle days where you don't do it for the likes.
Yeah.
Right. You meet people, you get out there. And if you're in a room or a competition or a tournament or even out on the water, I think being around like-minded people and having true conversations.
Like your tight circle.
Well, there's a difference.
Is that what you call it?
No.
No?
Tight circle's like 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
Right. You and I fish all the time. We're in all these tournaments and events. But you and I have never fished together.
No.
Right? Your circle is small.
Yeah.
But the community is big.
That's amazing that you even bring that up because we've never fished together.
Never.
Even competing against each other.
Mm-mm.
I've never even seen you in the water.
No.
On the water. Well, I've seen you once. I think.
You've seen me on the podium, though.
I haven't even seen you do that. Have I seen you do that? I mean, I know you've been on the podium, but have I seen you? Have I been there?
I don't know. I think we fished. What was it?
Because you got quite a few podium appearances.
Redfish. What was that tournament that used to be?
A pro redfish league,
Yeah, I think that.
but it was the salty angler
But it was
tournament
before. Yeah, before they labeled it pro redfish. When you would fish
Yeah, the
that
salty
one.
angler magazine tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. Anyways,
what an amazing tournament.
I don't think they cater to kayakers anymore, though.
I mean, do they?
I won't decide. We'll let them decide.
Yeah, do they? I don't want to get into that, but I'm going to. The kayaker, I feel like the kayaker pays if you put a number on a kayaking tournament,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hey, guess what, Matt Murphy? You and David. Shout out to David. How do you even say his last name?
David Habadier.
Oh, Habatier. Oh, that's a good one.
It is. It's his birthday today, man.
Oh, happy birthday, David. And Noe's Artucci.
Really?
It's his birthday as well, man. Y'all probably at the same hospital.
At the Knicks.
Cheers to you all. Have a very happy birthday. It's a big deal having a birthday. I hope y'all get a bunch of presents and I don't know. Have a good time. Today's y'all's day, right? Yeah. So the kayakers, I feel like if they're paying for their spot to fish,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it needs to be their day. Like right now, David and Noe, it's their day. I don't want to share my tournament with the boaters. I want it to be a kayak tournament, and I want to stand on the podium.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So I think there's two different people. There's people that want it all to themselves. I want a kayak tournament for kayakers, right?
Yeah.
And you have that side where everything else is unfair. Oh, I don't want to fish with boaters, or then you have other people like me that I want to fish against everybody.
Oh no, you don't want no cutoff.
No,
You want the boats to fish with the kayaks and everybody.
I want everybody to be fishing.
Yeah.
At some point, and a long time ago, remember, keep fishing fun, make fishing fun again. When we were playing around with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think when money's on the line, if we continue to create separation where this is just kayaker, or this is just a boater, we continue to put ourselves in silos where I think we limit our growth potential in the kayak industry.
Do you think we did it to ourselves? The kayaker?
I think the kayaker at some point is both entitled or uses kayak as entitlement, but also uses it as a crutch. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just a kayaker, or I'm a kayaker.
Yeah. Because you're a kayaker and a boater.
Yeah.
In your guide service.
I'm a kayaker, boater, wade fisherman. If your money's green, you want to go do something out in the water, let's do it.
What's the business's name?
No Wake Coastal Guide Service out of Rockport.
Everybody stop right now. I'm going to see a drastic change in our numbers, but I want y'all to go follow that page right now, because nobody is going to win anything unless they're following No Wake
Coastal Guide
Service. And I'm going to tell you right now. Well, I've never been on a trip with Matt Murphy, but I can tell you right now, guys, it would be a trip of a damn lifetime. Just wait to the end of this show. We got about another 45, 50 minutes of this. And what you see right now, I've known Matt. How long have I known you, man? For a couple of years, several years? About 10 years?
I don't know, probably.
Right around there.
10 years.
Genuine, right? For real.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Definitely one of the raw guys that are out there. not gonna bullshit you in any sort of way. He's gonna tell you the way it is. And a lot of people don't like that. But I like that.
Good.
And there's chaos going on right now here at Roy's Bait and Tackle, so that brings the rawness. If you want to cruise into Roy's Bait and Tackle right now, right before Matt Murphy leaves, he will put you on whatever you need. And if Matt Murphy doesn't do it, the Royce support staff will do it, right? Man, so
What does how do you spell rawer? Is that apostrophe
R?
ER?
No, you put two W's in there. RAWWER.
Perfect.
Right. That might be that would be a good swagger packer question.
Rawer?
Right. First person to spell rawer correctly. Right. Say that 5 times. See what happens.
Rawer.
Man, so duck hunting.
Yes.
You're pretty.
I love it.
Right?
Love it.
You love duck hunting more than fishing?
I love duck hunting more than fishing.
More than kayaking?
More than anything.
Really? Have you been duck hunting longer than you've been fishing?
No. I probably picked up duck hunting about 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But I think there's something, and this may be cliche, right? There's something special about going out and hunting when everybody else wants to stay home, right? It doesn't make you more of a badass. And again, I'm all about challenging yourself into situations that may be uncomfortable. And I think duck hunting is a type 2 fun, if you've ever heard of that.
Mm-mm.
So type 2 fun would be where at the time it's not very fun, but when you look back at it, you're like, oh damn,
it makes for some good stories.
Yeah, that was super shitty and it was fun.
Yeah.
But
you're talking about like weather and stuff?
Weather, coldness,
rainy.
You can't feel your fingers.
Oh, I hate that.
I may need to cover yourself in a trash bag because all your gear got soaked.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just being out there super early.
Yeah.
And being miserable for 4 or 5 hours for the 30 seconds of excitement when something flies out.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that a duck hunter would need. Last season was my first duck hunting season. And of course I went through the Matt Murphy social media pages and looked at what I needed, and asked around, you know what I mean?
What's the word on the street?
Yeah, exactly. For the viewers for it being my first duck hunting season, I had quite a significant amount of people ask, what do I need, right, for duck hunting? And my answer was, dude, I have no idea, man. This is, I'm with you right here too, bro. So for the duck hunter, for the upcoming duck hunter, right, what's the basic stuff? Or should we send them to No Wake Guide Service?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say, come to me, right?
You heard it here first, guys. Right?
But you can keep things as complicated or as simple as you want, right? And I think that's any field, right? You look around even in this store and it has absolutely everything every fisherman can want. But people can catch fish with a Coke bottle, right? And some string and the end result is the same. And I think duck hunting kind of bridges that gap, right? So you can make it as complicated or as simple as you want to, where essentially you need to stay legal in your state. You need a shotgun. And you need to know what birds you can shoot out of the sky and what birds
you get in trouble real quick with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think where time in the field and experience and why a guide can help someone is because you're not going to really be able to identify how a bird is flying by watching a YouTube video.
Yeah. Casey Hoover, I think he's watching, and he helped me a lot this year because I had no idea what the heck I'm doing out there. Right? I do know how to point and shoot,
Mm.
right? But pointing and shooting at the right bird is a total different ballgame.
What is that?
This is a Texas beer salt, and we're gonna dump a couple of this in here. Here, try it.
Yeah, no, here, set me up. Yeah, Casey, he's a good guy. I've met him a couple times.
Great hunter too, as well.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be a hunter, like you said, a true duck hunter, right? That's when you're going out in the elements.
A true duck hunter, I don't think, is covered from head to toe in Sitka gear.
What is it?
Isn't covered head to toe in Sitka gear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, not against anybody that can afford to cover themselves head to toe in Sitka gear.
Yeah, it's some good gear, right?
Well, it is. It's buy once, cry once.
What is the gear that you wear?
I wear Sims gear, and
why?
Because it's buy once, cry once.
Okay,
right?
But does it because it works, or has it performed for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So Sims waders, top shell is whatever can keep you warm and doesn't lag. So something good Gore-Tex, but it doesn't mean brand.
Because duck hunting is cold weather.
Normally.
Okay.
Hey, what did you do to this thing?
You gotta hold. Yeah, that's why I drank mine like 3 times right now, because it was just having a chemical reaction.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Casey, I'm not putting a shot out on you on that one.
Yeah. Does Casey wear Sitka gear?
I don't know.
What do you wear, Casey Hoover? Let us in on that stuff, man. I think I wore First Light gear.
I don't even know what that is.
A mixture of marsh wear.
Have you seen the Texas camo print?
Oh yeah, with the Texas logo all over it.
I love that.
Yeah, that's pricey too.
I know, it's all pricey.
Yeah, they have that over there at the Frio River. Frio River souvenir store. That's okay. That was just floating down the Frio River one time. I seen it there.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's super price. I mean, man, you wanna get good quality nowadays, you're gonna pay
you do
some money for it, man.
Do
but
pay.
It's like you said, you're gonna cry once.
Buy once, cry once.
Yeah, that one. You're gonna cry once and buy once. Or what is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That
stuff.
The older, not I wouldn't say older generation, right? Because that's again putting someone into a class, but people have been shooting ducks out of the sky in a Carhartt jacket.
Oh yeah, since the Stone Age.
Since the Stone Age. And I mean, you get out there and you can be 100% camoed up.
Yeah.
But I could sit in Laguna Madre with a Weber barbecue pit going and
that's what I was about to
shoot
say.
2 redheads out.
That's what I was about to say. There's a guy that's watching, I guarantee it, he's watching. And he said, dude, do not wear sunglasses.
All right.
And I was like, dude, I'm gonna wear my sunglasses, bro. I mean, I'm mad at these ducks, but I ain't mad enough at them to not look cool on my posts. You know what I'm talking about?
It's all for the it's for the likes. Right?
Yeah.
It's that'll go back to a little later on. I think we'll talk about things that are taboo.
Oh yeah.
Right. And
brujeria.
But I'm a there you go.
A rattlesnake action there.
I'm a proponent of don't wear sunglasses with
really
with tint on them.
Wow.
And
like mirror tint or just
like anything that's got a shiny reflection to it. And based on what duck you're trying to shoot.
Oh, really? So, are some ducks smarter than others?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
I do. Redheads are dumb.
Okay.
And don't take that soundbite as just a blatant statement.
What is the smartest duck?
Redheads are dumb.
That you ran across?
I think the most weary duck is probably pintail.
Oh.
You shot one of those.
I did.
Right?
Yeah, I had glasses on. But I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, Matt. So everything I'm saying, guys,
take it with a grain of beer salt.
Yes. My season was actually pretty good, I feel. right? Just not missing. Well, I take that back. I did miss a lot, but I did kill a lot as well, right? And I did kill some quality, decent ducks. I feel for my first season, but it's like everything else. You grow within the sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know. Now I know. Okay, well maybe I don't need full blown first light gear, right? I don't need a badass shotgun.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I mean?
You
What kind of shotgun you shoot?
deserve that.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. That's why we work.
If
Work
you
hard.
if you can convince your wife or whoever that you know you're going to drop $2,000 on a shotgun, it'll make you shoot better.
Oh yeah. What kind of shotgun you shoot?
So I've got a couple shotguns. The one I favor right now is a Stoger M3500.
Ooh, that's what I was gonna get. A Stoger semi-auto.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer a semi-auto before a pump?
So that what are you asking?
Huh?
What are you asking?
Would you rather use a semi-auto than a pump
Then
action?
pump it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm shooting with clients, I'd rather have a semi-automatic, right? Because at that
Oh.
point, my job is to maybe clean up, or if there's a downed bird or a cripple, like some of these divers will hit the water. I may have to pop it again.
Oh.
But
Man, you see, I didn't even think about that.
well, yeah, it's I don't want to send my dog with this diving duck that's going to continue to move and move and move and move farther.
Yeah.
To where my dog will have to chase it and potentially lose it, right? But for myself, I would prefer using a pump shotgun only because that 2 seconds that you have to eject the shell, put a new one in, and then get back on bead, right? Allows you to take more of a controlled shot
Right.
versus fuck,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah. You know those shells are about to be gone.
they're $2 a shell too.
Yeah.
So, personally, if I'm hunting for myself, I'd rather use one of my pump shotguns. But again, if I've got clients out on the water,
Yeah.
I want to look fancy.
Man, so you mentioned you have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Tough.
Good dog.
He's probably the best bird dog I've had.
Oh, you've had multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And this one, he's a puddle pointer.
Mm.
You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No one ever does.
What is it called again?
A puddle pointer.
Puddle pointer.
He's a mixture between a poodle.
Oh, wow.
And a German pointer.
Sounds like a good bird dog to me, right?
Sounds like fun time, right?
Yeah.
But he looks like a lab with a beard.
Ah.
And
so he's pretty handsome.
He's a fucking beast.
Really?
He's a beast.
Man, so when we duck hunted this year, I had my partner go after all the damn ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I was the only one that shot anything.
Who was that? Castro?
Just kidding.
Castro was your bird dog?
He was one of them. I had a couple of other gentlemen that cruised out there with me. But I feel like, hey, guess what? If there's 3 ducks coming in and you shot it,
you go get it.
Right? Yeah, it was opposite day. So we had the other guy. Well, we took turns. And fortunately for me, it was always my shot that I did, right?
So how do you know it was your shot that downed the bird?
Well, how we did it was since I was always on the right side, I shot at the right side of the ducks flying in, right? And
I thought there's video of you sleeping out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of them nights, those 3 night hunts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, man. So good gear, warm. Keep yourself warm.
Yeah.
Try to stay dry, right?
Try to stay dry. Try not to sweat.
A decent shotgun.
Yeah. Decent shotgun.
Decoys.
Open mind.
How many decoys do you need?
It depends. So, Ram, there's a difference between going out there shooting ducks and then going out there and making people feel like they're duck hunting,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If you want
I like that.
a duck hunting experience to feel ducky, like get full camo down, right?
Pain and everything.
Put your gloves on, put your face mask on. Don't move, don't move, don't move. They're coming in, stay still,
Safety
right?
off.
Raft of grass all over you, you know,
Yeah.
40 decoys out in the water. Like you can make a duck hunt feel super ducky. Or you can go out there and throw 6 decoys and shoot a limit of 6, just the same.
Right.
Sitting in a lawn chair,
Glasses on.
glasses on, beer cans around you.
Oh, I love those type of hunts. Yeah,
But if there are beer cans around you, want to make sure that they're Karbach.
for sure. And you want to drink responsibly,
That's right.
right?
So-
You could get in a bad situation really quick, drinking alcohol and firing guns. Have you ever had anything like that happen where you got to save? Because you're a full blown guide.
Yeah.
You do this for a living,
Yes.
right? It's either duck hunting,
Fishing.
cruising, just
Cruising.
cruising, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever actually had to save somebody?
I've never had to save somebody. So there is a
Thank God, no.
responsibility with drinking and firearms,
Right.
right? Those don't go together. There's some states and some of where your viewers are that it's illegal to have beer around a firearm.
What kind of state is that?
I don't know. I'm from Texas, man.
Yeah, something boring.
I don't
state
think
like
I've ever-
California.
I don't think
probably.
I've ever hunted without some form of alcohol on a personal level, right?
Yeah.
But on a professional level, when I'm taking folks out, I'm monitoring that, right? I'm not going to
Oh,
allow
really?
anybody that's acting
So you're not
stupid.
drinking?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay.
I can't drink taking people out. It's an insurance risk.
Oh,
So
that's good, dude. That's something that not a single guide that I've had on the show say
that what?
that no drinking during the trip.
Oh,
At least you, right? The
Oh,
captain
yeah.
or the guide, right?
my guy. If they want to drink, go ahead.
Yeah. But you're checking it out. Hey,
But you're not
Ram,
going to get
guess what,
stupid.
man? Yeah, you've pointed that gun at me a few times, bro. You know that maybe it's time to let go of some of them car box. But
We're gonna make this trip a little shorter.
yeah, that's cool, dude.
So
Let's drink to that.
yeah, I know on your show as I'm down in all your free car box. Thanks again.
So safety first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Safety's first. PFDs. Do you recommend the PFD while duck hunting? Kayak trip? Because you do kayak and boat duck hunting trips, right?
I do. So this year, I didn't take a kayak out for a duck hunt at all. Right, we just ran a bunch of boat trips. We've got a few shallow water aluminum boats that we can take out and get anywhere that really a kayaker can. But it's less toll on my body, right?
Because you got to do it all.
No, yeah, they're paying for a service. Guides is a service industry.
So if I pay for the no wake coastal guide service,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it right?
Yeah.
Coastal. I just got to chill.
Wicked Coast. Oh, did you feel that?
Yeah, like it gave me goosebumps.
Say it again.
Right? Coastal,
No.
no wake. I just got to chill. When I show up, guess what? Hey, I'm going to be posting up pictures of Matt Murphy throwing them decoys.
I hope so.
Right?
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. So it's like you say, you're providing a service. What if you don't kill nothing?
So it depends, right?
And we're gonna go back to the PFD. Everybody's just, whoa, PFD. Whoa. We're gonna go back to that. But what happens if you don't kill nothing?
It's it depends who you are,
Oh shit.
right? So anything like hunting is you're at the mercy of if the birds are cooperating.
Yeah, nothing's for certain.
No, nothing is.
Right.
How many days have you sat in a deer blind and not shot anything?
Yeah, that happened to me this year.
Right? the same thing with duck hunting. What I promise people that pay me to take them duck
How much is
hunting
it
for
for a duck hunting trip?
so on a kayak it's $250 a gun.
Okay.
In the
And you
morning.
provide it all.
I don't provide a gun
Okay.
and shells.
Oh, okay.
And you may get a sliver of my beef jerky.
Ooh.
Just a value add.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's a $250 a gun. And everything else is provided. Bring your own snacks, bring your own shells, bring your own
Right.
gun.
I know we keep jumping around everywhere, but what happens if you don't kill anything?
So that's part of hunting, right? We go out there, I'm gonna put you in the spot that I would be sitting on if I was hunting for myself.
Okay.
Right.
So there's nothing secret.
Mm-mm.
There's no, okay, well, I'm going to take you to these other spots. I'm not going to take you to the X.
My goal is everybody that goes out, I want to put you on the X where the ducks have been working, right?
Because you're doing your research as well. And
well, I'm a duck hunter. There's nothing worse than sitting out there all day and not shooting ducks.
right.
I like shooting for myself. I like being able to capture the moment for somebody else too.
Yeah.
So I'm taking pictures. I'm calling out ducks, and it's just boring. Like,
Oh, you got the calls out and everything.
So remember, we'll go back to, you want to make it feel ducky, or do you want it to actually shoot ducks? Right.
Oh, really? So duck calls don't even work.
There's going to be a whole bunch of people. If anybody's a duck hunter, right, on here, that'll be like, oh, you got a call to get these ducks in. And I've been hunting with too many old timers, where they'll say somebody's sitting there calling, being annoying. It's just
because you ain't even got a beard. You know what I mean? And I thought
I got a mustache for you today.
I thought that's why, like, the first 3 weeks of duck hunting, see, that's why how come I didn't shoot anything, because I didn't have a beard.
You don't have to call. It really depends on the ducks, right? So if you're getting puddle ducks or like mallards, right? They're more talkative and respond better to duck calls, right? You can call them in, you can call widgeon in, but for the most part, really what's important is staying still. Don't move. Take your fucking glasses off.
Oh, yeah.
Is really what it is.
So what happens if you don't kill anything?
If you don't kill anything and you're not
You're like, damn it, I'm gonna have to answer this.
No, you're not an asshole, right? Well, either, and I'm having a good time just as you are with the conversation and talking. We may go out in the afternoon.
Yeah. See, that's what I want. That's what I would want out of a trip. I say it time and time again with the fishing guides.
Mm-hmm.
I would want a badass experience over catching anything, or in this instance, shooting anything. At the end of the day, if I don't kill anything, but dude, me and Matt Murphy are fucking friends now.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
It's you do get an experience, right? So the experience is there. That old saying, right? Oh, fishing, the fish are just a bonus, or the duck's just a bonus. It's really sitting in a duck blind, whether it's a stationary blind that I have built or a kayak, or if we're tucked in the reeds somewhere, it almost feels like 4 hours of deer camp.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I think what I appreciate, even around,
that's basically your trip length is 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 4 hours, or until you shoot a limit. So if we smoke them
first thing in the morning,
we're loading up. Or unless you want to sit around and talk,
right?
Like, we can look each other in the eyes if you want for 3 hours. Wasn't that Dr. Dre's 2000?
So smooth.
I see why the ratings are down. God damn.
Right. We used to be on MTV.
Carson Daly's back.
My buddy Carson Daly over here, buddy. Man, so that's cool, dude. I like that.
But if you're an asshole client, right? It works both ways. It's the same.
Yeah, just shut down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pissed off because there's no ducks already. You
Yeah.
know?
I'm not going to say, hey, well, let's have a freebie in the afternoon. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Or most of the time, everyone that I've taken out's pretty cool,
Okay.
right? They've either duck hunted for a long time and they want to experience something new from a kayak, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know people were hunting from a kayak.
Yeah.
These pictures look cool.
Yeah, just my first season, I had tons of them.
Yeah.
Just reach out. Hey, can I go next time? No. Because just liability.
No.
Dude, this isn't fishing rods, bro. This is
Well, who do you take fishing?
shotguns.
You don't take anybody fishing either.
How do you know? I mean, just because I post, that doesn't mean I'm not going.
know just as well as I know. And we'll go back to what you said earlier about your circle being small.
Tight knit.
That's right. You don't take anybody out
Tight knit.
fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So you don't want to get your
on the
spot.
next question here. No, I mean it's a liability, man. Even if you're not a guide, you know, things can go south quick, especially if you don't just know the guy, right?
And they've got that crazy eye.
Yeah, dude. You know, they got the crazy eye. They got all the eyes with them. You know what I mean? And they fall off their kayak. Are you saving the guy's life?
Yeah.
You as a guide, yes.
Well, you would too, just as
Would
a
I?
human being.
I don't know if I would.
Yeah, you
Dude.
would.
I've never
Yeah,
been in
man.
that situation.
Well, first you yell, "Stand up!"
Yeah. Well, I take that back. One of my good buddies, man, we went fishing. Older buddy.
All right.
He was actually my best man in my wedding. Did you go to my wedding?
No, you didn't
You
invite
see?
me.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would have cumbia'd like the whole
Oh,
4
dude,
hours.
we did all
too.
night long. Well, he fell off his kayak. I was telling him, hey, stand up on his kayak, though, before he fell.
All right.
I was like, hey, stand up and see if we could see anything. You know what I mean? Stand up, dude. Well, he stood up and fell. And he couldn't feel the bottom. And I told him, I said, hey, stand up, dude. I can't feel the bottom. I can't stand up. I was like, all right, I'll be right there. So I'm headed that way, and he's trying to grab onto his kayak, grab onto my kayak, and put his feet up there, right? Put his feet on the kayak. Oh, my God, dude. Re-entry, guys, is super important, right? Practice it. Well, he couldn't get in. He couldn't get in his kayak. A boat saw us.
It saved you.
The boat went over there and picked his ass up and put him back in his kayak, dude, and it saved his life. I don't know who you are, but if you're out there watching, thank you, right, for saving my buddy's life, man. So I don't know what I would do. Expect that right there was
You know what you would do.
an okay situation. But what happens if you're in a deeper situation than that? Like, do you carry a pistol when you're fishing?
I do.
Really?
But it's not. It's for humans and not alligators.
Or otters.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not for otters. Whoever that otter guy was on YouTube, I watched your video, and you're not much of a man.
Oh, well, there
So-
you go. You heard it here first.
That's right. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Man,
He don't
So-
have any callus on his hands.
man, that brings up a good point, man. I mean, what happens or what's your next move when you get in a situation like that? And are you in the circle to react?
Up next,
All right, guys.
man.
All that answered in part 2 of Ram Garcia and Matt Murphy live. Right?
No, I think I mean you do what you can within the boundaries of safety for yourself to help other people. But you're experienced kayaker on the water, right? Even if you were in a boat, whatever the case is, I think your first instinct is, yeah, you've got to save them somehow.
Yeah.
Pull them to shore if you can.
I've had myself saved
The pro-
before.
well, you are a Catholic, so
There you go. Cheers to that.
No, I don't think I think you're a good human being if
No, we
you
fished
desire to
the,
help.
correct me if I'm wrong. I've already had 2 Karbachs, but I think it was the Blue Water Kayak Series that
Uh-huh.
was pretty rough out there. And Castro actually saved my life. Boomy Outdoors was videoing the whole time, and I had a hook in my foot. I've said this story a couple times already on the show, but I didn't rig down my offshore rods, and the kayak flipped over. Long story short, a hook gets in my foot, and every wave that was pushing the kayak
Mm-hmm.
to shore was digging deeper into my foot. And Castro actually jumped in the water. He saw what was going on, jumped in the water, swam to me, and cut the line.
God, he's such a good guy.
What an amazing man,
I know.
right, dude? Here's the guy. Let's drink to that, man.
Oh God.
PFDs.
Yeah, wear them. It's
Dude.
simple.
There's been a lot of
Stupid people.
cases where you need to have a damn PFD, guys. Right? I've said it time and time before. It may not save your life, right? But it will bring you back to your family.
Your body.
Yeah. Right? I mean, spend a little bit of money. Hell, you're spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a kayak. Get you a damn good PFD, guys. Don't show up with that big bulky orange one. You know what I
Or
mean?
do.
Huh?
If that's all you have and you want to be on the water, show up with a big bulky orange one.
Yeah. Just wear something.
Yeah.
Right?
It doesn't matter. I think PFDs they are important, especially for a lot of us that go kayak by ourselves, right?
Yeah.
But no, you're wearing them if you're on a trip with me. Like that's
Oh, really?
or you're going back in your truck. Like
Yeah.
there's not an option with that.
And we're wearing it to the point where we're going, or we're wearing it 24/7.
For fishing, like if we're fishing, yeah, you're gonna keep it on.
Okay.
If we're duck hunting, no. Like we're gonna use it to and from where we're going.
While we're in motion.
Yeah, while
got
we're in
you.
motion, while you have the ability to fall in the water and drown.
Yeah.
So, from that point on, no, you can take it off. I take it off. I think everybody.
You know anything about baseball? Strike one.
Well, you're late.
Oh, you got one more.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Actually, we got two more. If we get super, super deep, we'll jump into the. What are we gonna call this? You know what? I tell you what. We're gonna give something away. We're gonna give away a swagger packer. Typically what I do is I'll put 3 Karbachs for each of us, right? When we go through the 3, because it's been a hell of a show. When we go through the 3 and we jump into these 2, what are we going to call that? Like jumping into not reserves. We want a good name. Person with the most likes on here on the comment section, we're gonna send a swagger packer to y'all.
Why don't you? Or I'll give you the statistics from someone that goes to my page and shares it to a friend of theirs, and then whoever does the most shares gets a swagger packer.
Share it to your page?
No, just find No Wait Coastal Guide Service and spread the love.
Okay.
Or is that too technical?
So what do you want them to do? What do they got to do?
Do we still have people watching this? We're not making any sense, man.
What are we at? Oh, we're up to 30-something views right now. Somebody's watching out there.
Oh, God.
What do they got to do?
I mean, that like, share crap that's on Facebook, social media.
Yeah.
But I can see from the business aspect of it who's shared my page with more people, right?
Like when they go and they say share to all?
Yeah, like, hey, check out this badass Facebook page, No Wait Coastal Guide Service. This guy Matt's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? I can see if you shared it to 10 people or Austin Matthews shared it to 150 people.
Yeah.
And the person who shared it the most, then we send them something cool.
Yeah, I got you. Along with sharing the Spooled Life live show?
Oh, absolutely.
Or how do we do that?
I don't know. I'm a simple guide.
I'll tell you
I don't know
what.
how to do anything.
I don't know how to do any of that. We're gonna leave it up to Matt to figure out our winner.
I'm just gonna pick somebody, and you guys never know what happens
Yeah,
behind the
we're
scenes.
gonna pick somebody, and it's definitely not gonna be Austin Matthews. All right. So
Oh god.
so go on to the man, I always forget what the other first couple words are.
Look me in the eyes and tell me you forgot.
No wake. Austin. Night service.
There you go.
And go to the 3 dots, I think it is,
I think.
right? Share to a friend, share to all.
Sure.
Then Matt Murphy is going to see who shared it the most or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Matt Murphy's going to tell me.
And then we'll send you something cool.
Man, I hope y'all aren't drinking too much because y'all are not going to be able to do all that.
Or we reserve the right to change that later.
Yeah. Somebody's going to win something, right? Most importantly, go follow the No Wake Postal
Guide service. Guide service.
Right. And y'all have a chance of winning a hell of a swagger packer. But going back to the topic, guys, I wear a Mustang PFD. It is expensive. I think it's $150. But it's inflatable.
Put your pinky up when you talk.
It's inflatable.
Mm-hmm.
It's floatable without even it being activated.
All right.
It looks badass on me.
It's lightweight, durable,
Lightweight.
rust resistant. It has a 5 foot or 30-second release time before it pops.
Yeah. It's
Reflective
thin.
gear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, reflective.
It's right. Comfortable.
Oh yeah. Let's get one more to get to 10.
Is it black?
Gray.
Oh, all right. It's gray.
Yeah, that's already 10 of them. We could have kept on going all day long about this.
It's like you're a marketing genius.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? We got him here. Oscar Alvarado, that's what he wears. Big O's coastal guide service. Is that what it is? Dude? Big O. Strike 2.
God,
hell yeah.
Strike 3, man.
Big O's coastal guide service. Go give him a follow.
Oscar's. I really like Oscar. He's
The
cool guy.
buckles are adjustable.
Adjustable buckles.
Yeah,
That's what you're coming with.
I mean, that's what Oscar said.
Oh, okay. Then that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's good. Right. Keep on watching.
Like, share.
Man, so let's jump into motorization real quick. Right? We've already been going for 57 minutes.
57 minutes.
Yeah, 57 minutes. People are about to man, my brisket's already burned up outside. I put the sausage in there with the wrapper because the show was starting.
We went 57 minutes and didn't talk about anything.
Man, we covered actually a lot. It's been very, very, very informative actually.
Do you guys even like this? Watching out there? Tony.
Yeah,
Young?
let me know if y'all like Matt Murphy.
I don't feel we.
Do y'all like this show? I mean, are we getting anywhere here? Right?
Oh gosh.
Motorization. You got motors on your kayaks?
Yep. So I have again, being a service industry, I have options, right?
Okay.
So we have for my kayak trips, you can either use a Torpedo, which is a 3 horsepower version of them.
Oh yeah, I love
gets up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also, if you just want to take a kayak out with that motor on and tow your kid behind you on an inflatable or something, that's a service I offer too.
Right.
I still have Texas power paddles.
Okay.
Depending if someone's wanting to use it, the conditions we're fishing. But for the most part,
good motor. Texas power paddles.
They're both good motors.
Yeah.
I think like anything, there's the right tool for the right job.
Right.
And Torpedo excels in some aspects. Texas Power Paddle excels in others. There's no one stop or one shop fits all when it comes to motors.
Right.
So, but yeah, I do use motors. I like them, but for the daily person that fishes, and the reason why people kayak fish, I think Glenn Madden's got it figured out.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's something liberating about going minimal. And for myself, I've even started to just leave the motor at home.
Like the purest approach?
Maybe not the purest approach because I'm a fan of using the biggest muscle in your body.
Mm. Right. No, I I agree. Right.
Right. So I like pedaling. But I depending on where we fish, you're gonna paddle anyways.
Oh yeah.
But
But you're a paddler at heart.
I
You
think
paddled before when you started?
I think anybody our age that got into kayaking when we did, yeah, you're a paddler.
That's crazy, right, bro? That like makes you sound so old.
Well, I'm 40.
And you look amazing for 40.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
You said you needed better ratings.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people don't get shoulders like you have if you didn't pedal or
That's true.
paddle. You didn't paddle from the get-go.
Yeah.
So
That's true, man. I remember the days of not wanting to go fishing because of paddling. And I didn't have no idea a pedal kayak was coming. You know what I mean? Like I never even thought about, man, what if I just use my feet on this thing? And those blue little boats downtown Corpus Christi,
all right.
they were already around. And I didn't even think about, man, I should just put one of these or go fishing in one of these.
Are you talking about the blue and white ones?
Yeah.
In circles.
Yeah, or like the ones that are at Fun Trackers.
Fun Trackers is fun, man.
Yeah, let's go after this.
You had a birthday party.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Unless it's at Fun Trackers.
That's true.
I'm in.
Free card. You get that card and then you can just go play all the games you want.
It's not
unlimited.
free.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It ain't a birthday party if you're just going to limit my kids' coins. Right? Because then they're just going to come to me and ask for more coins.
Does Fun Tracker pay you?
I'm not
What
sure.
are we talking about, Fun Tracker? I know.
Well, I'm talking about Chuck E. Cheese. Because that's what they do at Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese is legit. That dance floor.
That's good pizza, too.
I know. They sell it in the freezer section. Why are we talking about food so
Where?
much? Let's talk about duck hunting, guys. Thanks for coming back. I'm here with my
They
guest,
sell.
Ram.
You can go to Chuck E. Cheese and buy a frozen pizza.
No, at HEB.
Oh,
They've got a
wow.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Like if you're poor and you can't take your kid to Chuck E. Cheese, you can get Chuck E. Cheese at home.
Wow, that's amazing, dude.
And I'm
And you could use your food stamps.
EBT.
Right? Dude, that is crazy. So we rigged up the new canoe. I'm in a new canoe this year.
I like those.
Yeah. They're pretty. I can't say too much because I'm wanting to block it in on each episode, right, of what we're doing.
Why?
With the just to
Talk about it.
keep watching.
Like,
So this episode was the motorization of the new canoe. We put the Torpedo 1103 on it.
mhm.
Super easy installation. There's some things that you don't even need, like the steering triangle. Have you ever had a broken steering triangle?
No.
So those break.
Mine's never broke.
Mine broke within the first 2 weeks.
Were you too rough on it?
I think so.
All right.
I think it's just too much power, the 1103, for that steering triangle. I want to say it's the same steering triangle for the 1.2 or 1.3 horsepower compared to the 3 horsepower. You don't need it. You don't need it no more with the new canoe kayak, right? We went with the foot steering, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were asking me, is it going to perform well, it being a 3 horsepower, right? Is it going to be too much torque, right?
There's rule of thumb is there's never too much torque.
That's true. Let's drink to that.
And yeah.
No such thing
New canoe,
as
motor,
too much torque.
never too much torque. You get a new steering.
Are you out of beer or something?
No.
No?
You just told me to take it easy.
Oh, all right. Right.
I've got a 24 pack in the car if you want to
Right.
grab it.
On the
Make
way
this
home.
a 2-hour show. No. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, for sure. Drink responsibly. Yeah, so we loaded up the 1103. You buy the stainless steel triangle. I shouldn't have to buy anything else. right? I want the motor. When you get the 1103 Torpedo, you're spending $3,000
Mm-hmm.
on this motor. I shouldn't have to buy an aftermarket product to compensate for what's coming inside the box.
Why not?
Why? You already spent $3,000.
Is your truck lifted?
My truck?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I've always wanted to. But no, it's my truck is right off the lot. I used to lift my trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I used to put leveling kits on them. But I would get into trouble with them, and I'd end up having problems with it. So I finally said, you know what? I'm not doing anything to this truck anymore. I'm just buying it and using it as it is. I don't even put bigger tires or nothing on them anymore.
I think if Torpedo's control arm or whatever angle, whatever you call
Steering
it,
triangle?
steering triangle, if we're using the proper language, I think if it continues to break, there's a product fault, or you're going to buy another one, right?
Yeah.
So there's a parts department for any industry where if they can continue to sell these steering triangles,
Like
because
a warranty?
well, maybe not a warranty, but you're going to continue to pay for it.
Yeah.
So I'll keep
You have
coming,
to have that steering triangle.
I'll keep you coming back.
For some. If you're using a new canoe, you know. But if you're using any type of other kayak, you have to have a steering triangle to turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I've got a so I use those same ones, right? Those
Okay.
3 horsepower and 1103s, whatever you call them. And I've beat the shit out of them
Really?
with a handle steering.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I've never had any of them break once they added that piece of aluminum in the front.
Oh yeah.
But some of
I
the
think
older ones have
that is the difference.
the aluminum.
No, the steering rod.
How do you say aluminum?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think the steering rod is less pressure
Than the foot pedal?
Yes. Opposed to foot pedals.
I think I'm going to buy a new canoe.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this just because it's on the show and you're talking about it. But I think I'm getting tired of Hobie kayaks.
Oh, really? Why?
It's similar to the motor changed that.
Mhm.
Right? So before, when there weren't motors and the Hobie pedal system allowed you to get farther than people with big shoulders like yours, a motor is the leveling, or it levels every kayak. And I think I like how the deck setup of an open new canoe is.
Just do away with the drive system.
Do away with all that shit.
Yeah.
Slap a motor on the back if you want to.
I've been on pedal drive since I've started, or since they've came out. And just these past 3 years that motors have been on the rise, I've yet to use my drive system. So this is the first year where I say, you know what? No more drive system. You know, I want to have a bigger deck.
Tell us. Too bad you can't use like those beeps on that. God. People still watching this.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
So I did away with
a bigger deck.
I did away with the whole deck. I did away with the whole deck, the whole drive system. You know, full blown open space. You're gonna have the people. What are you gonna do when your motor messes up, right? Well, you have a kayak that's still paddleable, right? Spell that one. Now your turn to spell something.
Apostrophe.
Right.
Paddleable.
So, I don't know. Has my Torpedo ever failed me to where it leaves me stranded out there? No. Has my Newport? I don't know. I don't have one.
If it would you say it on this show?
I would.
Okay.
The whole new canoe thing we're doing is a no holds barred.
Mhm.
We're gonna say the negatives. We just haven't gotten to them yet. Right? Have we put the new canoe in the water? Yes. Right? Are we gonna say the performance of the kayak on the water? We're gonna give you the no holds bar experience of the new canoe. Right? Could I install this motor blindfolded? No, I couldn't. Right? Was it easy? It was pretty easy, you know? Um the
Are you asking yourself a bunch of questions right
No, I'm asking you, you just keep staring at me, so I'm answering for you. You know, I'm asking a question and you're just like mesmerized by me, man.
God, dude.
Yeah, you're that tight knit group, right?
I love it.
So this next show that we got here in, I want to say 2 weeks. I try to keep them within the 2 week period. We're finally getting into the water, right? And yeah, dude,
Have you already taken it into the water, but you're just holding back the audience?
I can't say that.
This is raw, real, live.
You got that right.
So you can say it.
I know that's right.
So beep, 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 beep.
Man, so brujeria.
All right.
What do you know what that is?
Yes and no.
So brujeria is,
Remember, I'm the white guy on the show. That's why
Yeah.
we're drinking Karbach
that's
Blonde.
why we're drinking all these blondes today. Oh. Brujeria is like when you wake up in the morning and you gotta go get a monster.
All right.
Right? Brujeria is like driving out of your house and doing the sign of the cross.
All right.
Right?
Picking your feet up over a railroad track.
Yeah, something like that. Like throwing the salt over your
Mm-hmm.
shoulder, whichever one it is. Right? You believe in any of that stuff?
Yes.
Well, hey, guess what? It's a hell of a show. Go follow Coastal Guide Service.
Now, so I'm, I think a lot of that comes together when you've did something funny, right? And you've had some type of success, right? I think
And it worked.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah.
The brujeria part of it corresponds to
Oscar
success.
Alvarado translated for superstition.
All right, thank you, Oscar. I'm a honey bun fan.
Oh yeah, warm or just right out
No,
the store.
so if it's a tournament, I go buy a honey bun and I don't even eat it. Just God dang, that fucking gnats in this place. You see that?
I saw it when it was like right here, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
You didn't. If Chris Castro's here, he would have saved me.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Anyways, honey bun. I buy a honey bun. That's about it. I don't eat it. Keep it on board.
Oh wow,
That's it.
that's pretty superstitious.
No.
Superstitious, right? That's weird too, man.
I know.
What if they don't have honey buns?
Then I go to a different store.
Oh wow,
But it works.
yeah.
Wholeheartedly believe it.
Oh, dude, we've seen it.
If you want to win a tournament, Oscar, get a honey bun. I'm joking with you, by the way. And that's in good fun.
All right, we'll edit that out here in a bit. Man, that's pretty good stuff right there.
It's
I don't
not.
think I have any, or maybe I just don't know that I'm doing them.
You do have some.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Like, you talk about jalapeno poppers a lot.
Oh, I love those things.
You've got a secret
Ranch dressing.
ranch dressing.
Right.
Right. I was just about. It's like you took the words out of my mouth. Coastal.
Hey.
So there are some out there, and
Yeah.
you have them whether you acknowledge them or not.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do sign of the cross. I mean, if you stay,
Are you Catholic?
yeah,
You are?
mhm,
What did you give up for Lent?
that's between me and God, man.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one. Man, so making money
All right.
in the industry, is it even worth it?
I mean, if you provide,
You know what's a good one? Austin Matthews, real quick, says, I leave my stringer put away until I catch my first legal fish. But you know what I've heard a lot of? That it's bad luck to buy ice in the mornings.
no, that's funny. That reminds me of something. So, if you catch a fish on your first cast, that's bad luck.
Oh, wow.
So I'll get,
Unless it's right at 28.
yeah, unless I'm taking somebody's money. But I'll purposely cast out like a shallow cast, right? Reel it in.
Oh, just so
to-
you don't catch it.
just so I don't catch something on my first cast.
Wow, dude.
That's funny that reminded. So there's a bunch of things I probably do subconsciously.
Yeah.
I wouldn't chalk it up as
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it too much because then we won't be able to sleep tonight.
well, I don't want anybody else to take the things that make me better.
Oh, yeah.
This is proprietary.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
You have to pay for shit like that.
and I'm not saying make me better. I'm not better than anybody else.
JC
but
Gonzalez is in the house. Oscar says bananas.
no, I'll take a banana on the boat. It's good potassium. It'll keep you from not cramping.
Yeah.
Only on a kayak though.
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice. That's
Right.
old school track.
Hell yeah.
I won't take a banana on the boat. I'll take a banana on the kayak.
Oh, shit.
There's a difference there. Why? I have no idea.
Because.
That's right. That's like mom and dad saying because I said so.
Yeah. And I can.
Mm-hmm.
So making money in the industry. Who should get paid? And should we even be paying these guys?
Like, yes.
Should we?
Yeah, you should.
Are they doing a good enough job?
What context? Guides or
Everybody.
people that have shows?
Influencers.
Okay. No, I think everybody has they're influencers for a reason, right? You could sit here and talk about Newport. I talked about Newport. You talked about Torquedo. There's always someone looking for information. And if we're supporting a company that is making money off of your recommendation, why not get paid for it? Right?
Right.
People pay thousands of dollars for marketing budgets. So that way we can get the word out to people. Think of it as a kickback.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get paid.
So is getting paid the new pro staff?
I think there's a difference between, kind of like we talked about earlier, right? The show that I had versus what you have.
Tackle Talk Tuesday.
Yeah, Tackle Talk
Hell of a
Tuesday.
show.
It was fun.
Is it coming back?
No.
It would never come back?
I don't know.
I had a lot of people at response to you coming onto this show reflecting on the Tackle Talk Tuesday.
So I started and did Tackle Talk Tuesday purely to help people, right? And that started when I was living in San Antonio, but had the opportunity to be at the coast a lot. And I knew what it was like reading reports and Texas Park and Wildlife and talking to people that live down here. And all the information I found was just pure garbage.
Right.
Right? It's trash. Oh, fish drop-offs or,
Yeah.
use it. Anyways,
It's repetitious.
it is.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, writing for some of those magazines, I used to write for Texas Parks and Wildlife, their fishing reports. Even if you try to make it beneficial to that person, by the time it's published, it's not it's not working anymore. It's too
Yeah.
weak. There's a delay in everything. So, Tackle Talk Tuesday was for me to try to share people that were in the same experience I was. I've got 3-4 days off. I took vacation. I want to go fishing. Maybe I can give one piece of advice that would help someone catch fish.
Right.
There's no right, there's no wrong. Everybody catches fish different. You on a Coke bottle, right? Me with a Waterloo rod. At the end of the day, we can still fill a cooler, but
Yeah.
you may be a couple over the legal limit, and mine will be at 3.
Yeah.
Um, right, but that's what it started from. But then at a point, you start to understand that your time is valuable just the same,
Right.
And I would rather do something for me or my wife or my family or whatever it is,
Mhm.
right? To where I'm not going to do anything for free and not get paid for it. So
Oh yeah.
the same as your show, right? Whether it's luckily you can provide help and information and bring guests on, you're getting compensated for it somehow,
Mhm.
right? I think influencers like yourself, you you have to get paid so that way the show stays credible.
Yeah, it's not free.
No, nothing's free. So
It's hard.
it is. I mean, you put a whole little thing
man.
together of what
Yeah.
we're gonna do. Color code. You use color ink.
Yeah, we haven't even looked at this thing.
That's why I'm wondering if anybody's watching still.
We haven't even looked at the format all day long. Yeah, that's a good way to see it.
That's why I don't have sponsors anymore.
Yeah.
And that's to piggyback to your other bullet point.
So when we first started years ago, and you don't have to answer this, right?
I will.
I'm just gonna answer it and everybody's gonna see you not answer it, right? So you've dumped all
Mhm.
sorts of sponsorships to be the Matt Murphy brand.
Yes.
Is that fair?
No,
is that
yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Fair statement.
Why?
So when you have a sponsorship, you're working for them, right? I like to believe that no one's going to work harder for your own brand than yourself,
Right.
right? So you can pick up Hobie, you can pick up, and I don't want to say anybody else's name.
Jackson.
All right, so
New Canoe.
Jackson, pick any brand name in any of the stores.
Sims. Okay, well, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna do this right now. I'm gonna say a couple of the brands that I see right now: AFTCO,
Mm-hmm.
Marshwear, Olakai.
So AFTCO, Marshwear, Olakai, right?
Right.
What are they going to give me? A sandal, a shirt, a hat.
Right.
My time's worth more than that. If
Yeah.
I need sandals, I'll buy sandals. If I need a hat, I'll buy a hat.
Yeah. So you're the fortunate that doesn't need it, right? There's some anglers that are like, dude, I need the 10%. Or is there?
I think for anglers
that are appreciative of the 10%.
This is gonna make me sound like a dick, right? But
no, dude, this is for real.
If you need,
this is not for pretend.
If you need 10%, I think you're devaluing yourself of what your worth is. I think what you do on the water, whoever you are, I think, even if I don't know you, I think you're valued more than that.
Mm-hmm.
To where you're not worth a t-shirt. You're worth more than that.
Yeah.
So don't settle for a t-shirt sponsorship.
What happens when everybody that's watching, the millions that are watching right now, and say, you know what? I don't know who this dude is, but he's for real. And guess what? I'm gonna go drop everybody too.
No,
yes.
So they're
that's what they're.
Yeah,
just hear me out here. Hear me out. What happens when everybody that's watching drops everybody? is that when the true monetization starts?
I think then they will understand their true value, right? So who cares if they drop somebody?
Yeah.
Um, they'll know that everybody around them in their circle likes them for who they are, right? Not oh, I'm affiliated with Sims, so I'm pumping Sim stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's good gear. If I appreciated who you were and what you what you were able to give to the community and you told me these Sims boots were badass,
Yeah.
I'll take your word for that versus you having that label attached to you that you're a Sims pro staff.
Yeah.
I think that lessens your message versus me appreciating you as an individual and what your contribution is by telling me Sim stuff is good.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
I'm drinking Karbach not because they sponsor your show, but because Karbach's an awesome fucking beer.
It's good.
It is.
And I remember when it happened.
When I was dropping everybody.
Yeah. And my circle was like, what the hell is he doing, dude?
I want you to appreciate me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you want to buy a lure at Walmart because it's a Walmart brand is catching a whole bunch of fish, great. But I don't want you to think I'm telling you that
Yeah.
because they're giving me, $1,000 a month or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Respect my opinion as a person or an angler and let my successes speak for themselves versus
And that's what sets you
title.
apart from the rest. And that's why you're on this damn show today. Right?
Well,
Let's drink
thanks.
to that. Dude.
Yeah, all right.
That's amazing, man. For real, man. I'm serious.
Well, thanks, man.
I like that. That was a good response.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That was real. That was for real. That wasn't scripted.
You made
right?
me tear up on that one. Oh,
Because I've myself have dropped companies
good. And you don't have
to
to.
better yourself.
You did.
Right? There's a lot of guys that don't like me because I've dropped companies.
Who cares?
Right.
Someone's going to like you because they like you.
Yeah.
And if it's over a company, they weren't your friend anyways.
Thank you so much. One more thing. Spot hunting. What is the difference between spot hunting
What?
and spot hunting? You take a group of guys duck hunting. Then you go back the next week and they're there.
So
what's your next move? You have a shotgun in your hand.
at one of those times, I talked about giving a desk pop. I don't know. It was a show long ago that we were doing, but
what is that? A desk pop?
A desk pop where you just fire one off in the air, right?
Is that what they call it?
I guess it's some movie out there, but
Tom Cruise probably said it somewhere.
Well, if Tom Cruise said it, then it's fact.
For real?
Yeah. He's so dreamy.
That's true.
Chris Castro's like the Tom Cruise of the kayak industry.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter to me, right? My goal really is to work myself out of business. If you can come with me and I can teach you enough about it, when it comes to duck hunting, I have so much of a passion that I'm hoping 2, 3, 4 trips after you're able to identify birds, you don't need me anymore. Right. Build the sport to where maybe you can then help somebody else the right way. Because there's a bunch of dumb people out there, right? When Duck Dynasty came out and thinking they're duck hunters, but they have absolutely no time on the water.
The Duck Dynasty guys?
No, those guys do, but the people that watch them.
Oh, yeah.
And you meet them at the ramp and they've been duck hunting for a year and they've got 15 calls around their neck.
They're thinking that they're
out. Expert. Sick good. Yeah. Makes me sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. My expectation would be, at least when we take you from a kayak, ducks move, right? What was working this week?
I noticed you put your leg on the ice chest.
All right. What was working this week May not be working next week.
Right. No, that's for sure, man.
My leg's higher than
But
yours.
what are you doing? Like you see them there. What's your next move?
Hey, Ram,
Hey,
do any good?
right? Oh, they know.
Oh, they do. But
They're like, oh shit,
no, see, I think that builds
Mr. Murphy's back.
a you build a relationship with these people.
What about fishing
The
and
human
not duck
aspect.
hunting?
No, that's fishing spots is not going to work anyways. There's too many things, and that's why I love fishing. And I'm sure you get a bunch of people on the show that say the same thing, but there's so many conditions that change to where if I take you out and you're fishing the same spot I was fishing yesterday,
But they're still there though.
I'm not a good guide if I have a spot.
They're still at that spot.
All right, go to it.
It's okay.
That means that they took what I told them and learned from it.
Yeah. That's the way I
Or
am.
They didn't, and that's why they're sitting at the same spot with there's no
I'm like,
fish.
guess what? I just paid $500 for this trip. That spot is mine now.
You wouldn't go with me for $500.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it'd be much more than that
Yeah. Like how much?
for a boat trip.
Yeah.
$750,
Wow. How much are duck hunts? $250?
$250 again.
Yeah. But you ain't bringing a rod.
No,
If you bring a rod, we're bumping up the price.
if you bring a rod, that's a cast and blast, and that's $400 a person.
Well, that's not bad.
Mm-mm,
$400.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So how do you go from cast and blast where you could catch fish and kill ducks at 400, but if you only want to fish, it's 750?
From a boat. So if you want to fish from a kayak, it's $300 for the first person,
Okay.
$250 each person after.
Right.
So
Yeah. Man, so do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
no,
No?
I don't have sponsors.
The Matt Murphy brand,
Yeah, it's me,
right?
right? It's just me, and sometimes I don't think the accolades that you attach to your name is who you are in your worth as a fisherman. I'd rather tarnish or improve my name just the same.
Yeah.
Right? Matt Murphy is my sponsorship. No Wake Coastal Guide Service. Go check it out.
Where can we find it? Facebook?
You can find it on Facebook.
Instagram?
Instagram is Kayak Waterfowler.
Okay.
Only because I didn't differentiate that in a business aspect. So I didn't feel like it.
Yeah. Well, you could do whatever you want.
That's right.
Dude, on Facebook and on Instagram, people could be whatever the hell they want to be.
They can, but I am who you see here. So
I know that's right.
I don't got a star or a little blue thing next to my name.
Yeah.
You find me and
The blue check?
oh yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
paying $14 for that.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
That's crazy, dude. If you got a blue check, or if y'all are looking for guides, right? And they got a blue check, man, don't even. Right?
No, go with them.
The best guides don't have the blue check.
No.
No? Those are the best guides to look for. The blue check.
I don't know. I would say if you're looking for a guide, go with hopefully somebody that gave you a recommendation. Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody that's not sponsored by somebody
Right.
to tell you that they're a good guide.
Yeah. Or they just want to get in good with them, or
Yeah, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
I'd love to take people out. I'd love to teach them. I'd love to just hang out on a boat, to be honest with you. So
yeah, just being out there.
yeah. And I'll continue to do this until I don't find joy in it.
Right. Dude, it's been a hell of a show.
I think, what do we got? 5 people watching us now?
We got 36.
No.
36 people watching right now. Guys, remember, we're giving away a swagger packer. What was it? Go to No Wake Coastal Guide Service, share it, and then Matt is going to find out who shared it the most.
Yeah.
Or
Somewhere in between, I'll tell you who loved my page enough.
Yeah. Hit this like button, right? That's how I'll know. So the person that you tell me, hey, Austin Matthews, if he didn't hit the like button, we ain't sending you anything, Austin.
I got you, Austin. Don't worry.
Right?
You'll probably win.
Yeah. It's been a hell of a show. If y'all are on Karen Corpus and didn't cruise by, Roy's Bait and Tackle, guys. Y'all are in spring break. We got everything you need here for the spring break activities, from straw hats to shorts to caps, sweaters, shorts, shoes, ice chests, glasses, the thing to put around your glasses and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Microphones, headphones.
Get it. Get it.
Hell
I was
yeah.
about to do this.
Hey, I got a party to go to, guys. Right? So it's been a hell of a show. I want to give a shout out to the Spool Life Live. You got anything else?
No, what I want to say is thank you for having me on
Dude,
today. That
A hell of a show, man.
I appreciate. Everybody out watching or listening, however you tune into Spool Life Live, thanks for being out there. It feels good to talk again, and Ram, I appreciate what you've done bringing me on.
It's been amazing.
So
If I were to give any advice today in guide picking, it doesn't have to be Matt, right? That's who I would go with, right? I'm more of a guy that is just going to go and do it and just learn from my mistakes, right? If I were to buy a guided trip from No Wake Coastal
guide service,
I would want to go more for spending time with Matt, right? and in hopes to being in his circle, right? But not necessarily. If you've watched the whole show, there's people still on that I've noticed that are commenting from the beginning, and we've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. Just you being on the show reflects of what person Matt Murphy is, right? So I feel like if you're on a trip with Matt Murphy, you're going to be in tune with each other, and you're going to listen to what Matt Murphy has to say and not be like, dude, this trip just dragged. You know, at first we didn't even see no ducks, but then this guy wasn't even talking to me.
yeah.
You know, he didn't even give me a sandwich or nothing. You know what I mean? Jeez, you know what I mean?
Where are the jalapeno poppers at? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell, he didn't even bring a single Karbach, right? Roy's Bait and Tackle, Sarge Custom Rods, AFTCO, Marshwork Clothing, Down South Lures, Tow Corpus Christi, Karbach Brewery, New Canoe, and most importantly, No Wake Coastal
Guide service.
Guys, it's been a hell of a show. Next flyer will be out here in a couple weeks. See y'all next time.
Is this thing on?